Hi everyone. I hope everybody's good. I'm good. Just busy, but here I am again. I have received umpteen emails. I can't tell you how many, asking me about like inner happiness, blaming other people for things that are happening to you, narcissism, sociopath people, spirituality, letting people go in your life, just a gamut of emails, and I'm going to try to address all of them right here in this video. I think I'm just going to be addressing how people perceive you need to be when you say you're spiritual. That's a big one. And how that nobody's responsible for your happiness except for you, and that nobody can do anything to you without your permission. I know it's a big one. It's a hard pill to swallow for a lot of people, but it's a true pill. Okay, so first of all, no one in any way is responsible for your happiness. Nobody. Nobody is responsible for how they make you feel. You know, uh, they can add to your happiness and they can take away from your happiness. Meaning, if you're feeling negative about whatever's happening in that relationship with whomever it is, yeah, but they're not doing it without your permission, which means only you are responsible for the way that you really feel. And nobody can make you feel anything. That's completely up to you. And I'm sure I'll get more emails about that answer, but that's just the truth of the matter. Only you have control over you, your happiness, your feelings, your anything. Nobody else can control anything about you any more than you can control anything about them. I mean, it's just a complete impossibility. Nothing happens without a reason. Nothing ever happens by accident. I know a lot of people think that might be the case, but it can't be the case, because if it's not supposed to happen, it is an absolute impossibility. It's just impossible that it will happen. I mean, it's a no-brainer to me. I honestly don't know why it's so hard for other people to understand it. But anyway, that, it is what it is. Yay. What was that other one? Oh, the spirituality thing. Now, I can tell you this from a personal aspect. I've been told that I need to live the words I speak, which I absolutely do. But here's the deal. When you say something to somebody else, when you're trying to explain something to somebody else, they're only going to comprehend to the extent that their mind will allow them to comprehend. Can you understand what I'm saying? It's like I'm responsible for my words and my actions, not how you perceive what you think you heard or saw. It's as simple as that. And the person that told me that I needed to live my words was because I decided to disconnect myself from them due to very negative and destructive self-behaviors on their part. Their complete disrespect of my space and my home. And I loved this person my whole life. They were, for lack of a better word or words, my savior growing up when things were not like a lot of people experience them to be. My childhood was different. And I don't think bad about it or anything else. It just is what it is, and it's helped me be who I am today. And that's what I got to say on that subject. But yeah, that person actually said that to me. I opened my home to them. I drove 7.5 hours to get them, and 7.5 hours coming back the same day when I had to work that next day. They came with their luggage. They proceeded to put everything of theirs all over my living room floor, pulled through clothes out everywhere, left them there, opened up at least half of the cans of my food. I came home and found cans of food just open everywhere. 4 o'clock in the morning, I'd wake up, getting dressed to go to work and that, and they'd be sitting there already getting drunk, sitting on my couch. There was beer bottles and beer cans all over my house. Um, it was just not a manner that I choose to live in. And I addressed it and they ignored it. And I was like, I'm not having this. A week of my life is enough wasting on this. If you don't care enough about yourself, you're not bringing your destructive behaviors and your negativity into my home. That's not how I live. Anyway, that's why they said I need to live by my words, because they're like, well, you're supposed to be spiritual and blah, blah, blah. You looky here, anybody who's listening to this, just because I am spiritual does not mean for half a second that I have to, or that I will allow your negativity or your nastiness in my space. Just not going to happen. I will bless you, wish you well, and set you free. Believe that. And half a fucking heartbeat. That's exactly what will happen. Because my happiness and my well-being means more to me than any other bullshit would mean. And it's just as simple as that. We all should be like that. Unfortunately, we're not. We're out on a quest to please everybody but ourselves. And the, oh, woe is me. They did this to me. They did that to me. Instead of going, excuse me. They have no way of doing anything to you without your permission. You're allowing the behavior. Get over it. Unless something has been stolen from you, which also happened to me, that caused identity theft. My social security number was stolen, and I'm not getting into that. And yeah, obviously I did not know that was going to happen. I obviously did not hand on my social security, number. God, I get those hiccups and they're burning, they hurt. And say, oh, by the way, here, go put thousands of dollars, including a car, on my social security. Yeah, FBI and everything got involved. Now, while I didn't hand them over anything, I was still semi-responsible for that. Because, and here's the thing, if you're not living to your true potential, if you're not truly happy inside, you're allowing negative in. You have negative thoughts, and that causes negativity to come to you in whatever shape it sees fit at that point. And it just happened to be like that. And the identity theft for me is kind of fitting, because I was trying to be everything to everybody else and not much to myself. Like I wasn't being me to me. I was being me to everybody else, but I wasn't being to me who I needed to be. So that kind of fit in there, I think. Still didn't appreciate it, but is what it is, right? I have little notes over here because there were so many questions asked of me. I numbered them 1, 2, 3 so I could get to them. So if you see me looking off to the side here, it's because I'm reading this, at least to a little bit, so I remember what it is I'm going to say. Oh, yeah, right. The thing about the majority of society is that if they know you're spiritual, they feel that gives them a right to use and abuse you because you shouldn't say or do anything about it. What kind of shit is that? Just not the case. Not the case. Because I am spiritual, you are, whoever you are, if you're spiritual, does not mean that they get to shit on your parade. It does not. Absolutely not. You have every right to stop that shit in its tracks. Spirituality is a word. It's who you are inside. Does not mean that you deserve to be used or abused in any way, shape, or form. And you have every right to cut that shit off. End of that story. Okay, what is it? Nothing is more important than my happiness and well-being. You can do or give nothing positive to anyone if you don't have it in yourself. That's a pretty good answer to that one. That one goes out to Gwen. I won't say a last name, but there's your answer to that one. Oh yeah. As far as family or what people believe to be family, no one, and I don't care who it is. I don't care who is actually telling you that they're family, who is telling you that they care about you, they love you. Nobody who is doing that, if they truly do love you, care about you, if they truly are your family, they're not going to say or do anything that will cause you harm in any way, shape, or form. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. If they're true family, right? They'll not lie or cheat or steal from you. That's not what family does. And believe me, if you have friends that you have made your family, there's a reason for it. I have a lot of friends that are my family. And I tell everybody that this is my family. Right here is my family. The people that treat me in a manner I deserve to be treated in. It's that simple to me. I'm sorry, I'm reading again. When you have to remove someone from your life, they tend to get defensive, nasty, what have you. And it's this simple. Why? It's because they know who they are and what has occurred that caused your disconnecting from them, right? But now, all of a sudden, you're drawing the attention to it and saying, hey, Will Robinson, save me. I don't deserve this anymore, and I will not accept this behavior from you anymore. Well, they don't like that, right? Because now their easy ride, for lack of better words, is over. They're used to depending on their codependency on you, and you're allowing their actions toward you. They were feeding their whatever the hell it was by your allowing them to treat you in a certain manner. So don't worry about setting people free, because that's just crap. All family is a bloodline. And to be quite honest with anybody, if you do investigating of any kind, open up books, we are all related by blood, every one of us, except a tiny, tiny, tiny percentage of like 0.2% of our blood is not connected to somebody else. We are all completely connected. Completely. So, in fact, we are all family, whether we like it or not. Is what it is. Anyway, that's my little rant for right now. I'm going to go. Yeah, I just got another email. This was answering, I don't know, 4 or 5 emails. I hope it didn't sound too ranty, and I wanted to get as much in there as I can. I'll probably be posting another video today. I'm going to try to keep doing this. I say that every time, I know, but I believe this time I actually am doing this sooner than the one before. Stuff just starts happening. I completely forget. I need to just put a big sign somewhere. But as you're sending in emails and stuff, I promise when I get the emails, I'll be answering them. So no worries on that. And Gwen and Sarah, Carol, I don't want to, Adam. Oh crap! I don't want to forget anybody, but I know I'm missing 3 or 4 of you that these answers were addressed to. Sorry that I'm forgetting part of you. Thank you for the emails. I appreciate them. And yeah, I'll get back to you guys. Be well, be happy, enjoy your lives, man. Do what makes you happy. Screw what everybody else thinks you need to be doing. Peace.